Alright, so
Let me add shit.
well, that way you feel this gate. So let's say you have my balance. Here's a problem. The first thing I gotta understand is there's gonna be a top hand and a bottom hand. I gotta make sure that this hand is not gonna choke me, okay? Because if I'm here messing with feet, I'm getting choked. This is number one, and you're tucking your chin is number two. My escape is that way, towards the bottom hand. His finish should be tilting me towards the top hand, okay? If I fall onto my back, here, this is no threat. I can let go now. I can begin to take off the bottom hook. Travis likes to take off the top hook, but I don't like to take off the top hook because it's too far to reach here. I'm trapping the bottom hook and I'm gonna frame here because this hook doesn't matter because I'm going to focus on turning into him and getting my right shoulder to the mat as I begin to rotate my hips. This hook is not a threat. At worst, what he's probably gonna do, he's gonna bring it, yes, here. But I still stay heavy on this bottom hook because in order for him to mount, he has to pull this hook out. And here, I'm gonna put both hands on his thigh so that I can block. Because what happens here is that he can't really effectively move away because I'm trapping that foot. Because let's say he didn't set it up. And even if he brings this for the remount right here to the hip, okay? Yes, because he's gonna wanna begin to slither into a mount like corkscrew. Yes, I'm gonna walk my hips, shoulders away from here, okay? Because now, as he tries to mount, let's say he gets that bottom leg out, I can begin to get into an open guard here, okay? So the escape is fairly simple. You just have to understand where the thread is. So that's from the top arm. So it's that arm, okay? I'm gonna fall this way. So I'm looking up as I begin to frame here. This hand is not a threat. Choke me with that hand. It doesn't matter. As I'm here and I'm moving away. And what I wanna do is I wanna move my hip, shoulder. It's almost like I wanna get perpendicular with him. This leg is very important for him. If he comes up the wrong way, I'm gonna go to his back. So, because I have an underhook right here. If this arm is not correct. So typically, what you would want is, you would want to bring this and clamp it at my hip for a remount, okay? Start driving in this way with an underhook, yes. That's why for me it's important to get into this position and elevate that leg. Because for him to step off of it, especially if I get behind the knee, yeah, he's either gonna get on it, or he's gonna walk this way and start trying to get off of it, which enables me to be able to keep it elevated and he can't get off of that hook. If he squares up with me, then he's in a hook flip butterfly guard type of scenario, which makes it also an advantage for me because I have him floating on top. So one more time. So you're here, let me have your back. First thing, you gotta anticipate which arm is top, which arm is bottom, okay? And typically, it's gonna go this way, he's gonna be here. Okay, so he lifts his here. So he grabs this wrist, and this hand grabs that wrist. So I can't choke him. So at most I can get a seatbelt, okay? From here, his right foot goes flat and he pushes himself this way. Yes, and now he starts turning into me. As this hand pushes the hook, I'll grab my heel. Yes, you see how you scoot it away from me? This hand, you don't need to hold it. Because what am I gonna do here? It's not a threat. This hand goes to the knee. As you begin to stay heavy on my bottom leg and walk your shoulders away. Oh wait, no. That was your perpendicular, but trap this leg. See how your hips, yeah, keep your hips low. Right there, look. From here, I would want to do this, but I gotta pull my leg out. If he's heavy on that leg, it's a problem for me because I can't effectively, I could do it by rocking, but as I come up, he's gonna scoot his hips toward Ryan. He's gonna bring his knee in and elevate that hook. Not too high, not too low. Because I don't want to be here either. As I come up, okay, he keeps elevating, and even with his left hand, he can grab my shin. And he can pull my shin slowly, as this knee slowly that way, and he can come up, also into a pass. Just be careful with that knee tweak, because it's not, you know, a safe angle. But even if he just does an elevator, he gives me two ways that you have to anticipate. I'm either gonna square back up with you, or I'm gonna try to pass the guard. Either way, you have to keep that hook engaged, okay? So we're here. Also, what helps is doing this. So if you went this way and this way, typically it's just I'm bringing him in right here. And he has this hand trapped and he dips his head all the way here, okay? Now this hand is not a threat. He removes the hook with his left hand, and this goes on the inside of my knee. Yes, the frame, right there. Yes, 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 yes. Now just engage it a little bit. This arm, useless for me. I need to get it out as he begins to scoot away, scoot away, scoot away. So here, yes. Now, here's where you think whoever's going to get to the top, fight for the top, is going to get top position. So as I come up, let's say I can throw my knee in, I'm still in a butterfly hook flip scenario. You head this way, keep that hook right here. What he's gonna do is he's gonna choose which arm is easier for him to catch to destabilize me. For me, I would think it would be this one. If he sits up, cups this here, then he's gotta go that way. Yes, and he lifts. Okay. Sometimes you switch. Okay. So one last time. Here. I want to do that. Okay. Because it makes it hard. If I'm just like this, sometimes I can step on your hip and start dragging you back to that side. Okay. Especially if he grabs this collar right here with his right hand and he reaches it. Yeah. That really sucks. Here, okay, it's a lot better for me, and my elbow's in here. In worst case, it turns into a scramble, but I want to make it hard for him to get this hand free. So one last time. Just see what we do. I tuck my chin, and then go this way. My objective is to get my right shoulder, that's not my hip, on the mat, my right shoulder, and to turn to face into him. Right now, this is not a threat, so I can let go. Go to the heel, and I keep walking it away as I keep trapping this arm. Because to pull this arm out, I want to make it hard for him. He's going to bring this hook over. I can't stop that, but I can frame it here. As now, we exchange. I'm trapping his leg and his arm. He's got to work to get them all out. Yes, see, now he's got to get that arm out here. So as he comes up, I can sit up and capture this arm. Put him up. Then bring him over. Typically that hand is easier. Depends on where they pull. Okay? So try it. Everybody's top arm is coming through as they're choking on. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Then ends for your